Yes, okay, it's working. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Bennett, and I am fine in every conceivable meaning of the word. Make of that what you will. This is the playtest for Curse of Pirates by Funky Parrot. Once again, Humble Bundle adds a playtest to Humble Choice a couple days later and doesn't tell anybody. It's a little weird, but I'm not going to complain. I like pirate themed games. I really like the aesthetics of ship warfare. And this appears to be some kind of survivors like title. And I'm very curious to see what the hell. Okay. I'm pressing buttons to see if any of them do anything. Okay, chapter 1. Alright, I really wish there had been like any introduction to this game. But alas, there wasn't. Okay, +2 wood harvest. That sounds good. More gold, I suppose. Enemies drop more gold, but I'm also tiny. Right, I'm gonna go for more gold density. I just started this game. I have no idea what's going on. Someone is watching you. Okay, I cannot fix this ship, apparently. I need some wood to do that. Why am I killing parrots? Parrots are my friends. The abyss holds unspeakable secrets. Sure. Alright, and these are power-ups. Places a shadow lamp that stuns enemies in a radius. Not particularly informative. Increased damage from your poison effects. I don't think I have any. Throws a shadow boomerang that slices enemies. Sure. This is epic, so I'm just gonna pick it. It has to be good, right? Ah, okay, I see. And this happens every 12 seconds currently. Got it. Your attacks may summon a ghostly that poison enemies. Wow, there was a lot of lot of things wrong with this sentence. When enemy dies from damage over time, summon a ghostly that spreads poison to enemies. I'm gonna have a chance to summon ghostly, I suppose. Do I need to like break these? What? Zerkul the Mad has slept for thousands of years. You never know what madness will find you. Okay, so these are like the deities and Hades, I suppose. Curse. What does curse do? Stacking debuff. Afflicted enemies share amplified incoming damage. Okay. Percentage gain. Oh, increase. Okay, got it. Increase curse damage. How about I get another weapon? Sure. Oh, I see. Alright. The ghostlies are silly little goobers, I see. Oh my god, I've seen this gold icon before. Is this the same gold icon that they used in Dark Edge? Goodness, hello. In the heart of chaos, I found my weapon. Welcome aboard, traveler. Burning can proc twice. I don't burn anything. Firestorm. Okay, that's an attack. Kindle tar. Increase the chance that spilled tar will ignite. I don't spill any tar. I'm gonna go for Firestorm. How do I pick this up? Surely I can pick this up, right? I am vaguely confused. Okay, I'm harvesting. Alright, alright. Okay, what is this? Okay, it appears to give me health regen. Yo ho ho Hellbrand deals fire damage 100 damage. How do I... Oh, I see. I see. So, I can upgrade one of these to make it deal fire damage. That is interesting. Let's just slap it on the Firestorm. Oh, okay, I'll slap it on the cannon. Got it. The tutorial is quite inscrutable, I have to say. Okay, extends the duration of your abilities. Okay. Dashes forward and leaves behind a swirling vortex that pulls in nearby enemies and roots them. Just randomly? Or is that like an active ability, maybe? Increase incoming curse damage. Do I curse people right now? I don't even remember. I'm gonna go with Eldritch Grasp, and does it happen when I dash? It happens when I dash, I see. Okay, Papa's Crown, Rusty Cannon. Gonna go for more experience. And now that I have resources, I can for some reason open these boxes. A Void Tear? Oh, no. I would have liked to equip it in any way I can. Okay, this is a little weird. This is a little bit weird, but I figured it out. Void Tear, and I will slap it onto fiery projectiles and ghost damage. I will put on the Shadow Lamp. Sure. Now I want to keep mining. Yes. Damn, this is a quadruple A game, isn't it? Now that I think about it. The perspective is a little fucked up on the enemy boats, to be honest. Like, it looks fine on the own boat. Or ship, I should say. But it is a little weird on the enemies. Fade into shadow, take less damage for each active summon. I suppose I summon ghosts, don't I? Each dot effect on enemies increases your elemental damage. I'm gonna go with Ghost Shroud for defense, I suppose. And got it. Nice, okay. Ooh. Well, I already appreciate that enemies have projectiles that you can't just shoot down with garlic. That's nice. Okay, your abilities may increase the summon count. Sure, why not? I don't know if there's like a hard limit on how many different abilities you can get. Ah, fuck you. Nice try. Okay. Whoop. And I will get Sail Song for more health, I suppose. And it does not heal me, but this will heal me, right? Yes. Another Void Tear. Okay. That was a blunder that I sure hope somebody got fired for. This is one Simpsons episode where Homer has a friend called Ray Margini. And, like, everybody thinks Homer just made him up because nobody's ever seen him. And as I was like, wait, but in the hardware store or whatever it was, I didn't see him either, and I was standing right there. And then Stephen Hawking shows up and is like, oh, there was actually a tear in space-time. And they translated it as tear in the German version. And that's just really embarrassing. Come on. Okay. Damn it, we're here again. We're not going to get anywhere like this, and I want to deal with the traitor as soon as possible. Traitor, get your weapons ready. We're going after him. That bastard Azrael is definitely hiding something. He didn't drag us here for nothing. He should have the answers to our questions, but first, let's tear his lackeys to pieces. Forward. Okay, I am picking up on, like, some things. The sky was a lie. Sure. If you say so, video game. Alright, so usually you would, like, actually make progress, but I didn't. So let's, go into another round. You're probably supposed to, like, do multiple runs. Multiple levels in a single run. But I was not able to do that at all. I'm still confused as to why you're killing parrots. Parrots and pirates are in a symbiotic relationship, last time I checked. Okay, unleash a wave that deals damage for each active summon. I don't have any. I don't have any. Okay, I'm gonna summon ghosts, I suppose. Alright. Let's see. Increase the radius of all abilities. Tar. Sure, let's throw some barrels of tar. Nice, and now we can ignite it also. That's a good combination, surely. Yeah, that looks like a good combination. That looks pretty cool. Your attacks may spread poison in an area. Sure, let's spread poison also. Oh goodness, I gotta remember that you can dash. What was that? Why was I shooting so quickly just then? Come on. Alright. What do we got? Let's see. When an enemy dies, sure. Oh, there's the underwater enemies I heard so much about. Goodness, it's already kind of getting out of control. But I'm sure I can pull it off, or at least do a little bit better than the first time. God damn it, ignite, you stupid tar. What good are you even for? Oh. Alright, another void tier. In this context, you actually don't know which one it is, in my defense. So I looked this up recently. It's like a really complicated story, but if you have seen the German version of SpongeBob, you may recall the scene of Mr. Krabs being in the hospital and the Flying Dutchman coming for him. The English version does not have an incredibly funny joke there. And I'm going to leave it at that because it takes too long to explain. Harold Flower just is not nearly as good. Your attacks may spread poison in an area. Sure. I do have that one already, but... Okay, Ghost Crew. Hell yeah, let's get some Ghost Crew up in here. I do have a shit ton of resources. I don't actually need to risk my life to pick up more of them. What is that scroll? I want to know. Ah, damn it. Wait, is this like a healing circle? Or am I like conquering a fort or something? Oh no, I'm so dying. Sure, blaze barrier. Oh no. I conquered the fort or whatever I did. That was sure a thing I could do. Well... Are there like permanent upgrades that you can get? Yeah, please don't flashbang me like that every time. I'm starting to regret making the boar white. What am I? A comic book artist in the 21st century? Okay, what's going on here? There's a guy strapped to the rocks, I suppose. Alright. Are these of different difficulties? What is Fat Man plus 100 no heal? Does that mean, like, I have 200% health and that's it? Probably. Okay. All of these are difficult. I would just like to have an easy run that I can win so I can see the rest of the game, maybe. Alright, got some rocks? Literally, there's 3 resources and I got it wrong. Yes. And you hate punctuation, Izzy. Izzy? What is wrong with my speech today? Ghostly shadows swirl around you, applying poison to nearby enemies. Okay, shadowy abyss. I was like recording for a different video idea that I had earlier. I'm like heavily debating, as in I started working on a video in German, which is really weird for me. Because it's like a topic about a person that just is not known outside of Germany and you have no reason to know them. If you're not from here, and even if you are, you have no reason to know them. And I tried to say that I pressed my recenter hotkey by accident and moved my webcam into the middle of the screen on OBS. But I said recenter for some reason, so I'm having some trouble with my voiced versus unvoiced consonants today. Alright, Astral Flame Heart, hello. Fiery meteor. Yeah, sure. Okay, that one caught me off guard a little. Hellbrand. Sure, slap even more fire on it. So wait, do the piranhas kill the parrots? How do they do that? Oh, okay, well, like if you're gonna make a reference like that, you have to make it a little bit more subtle, man. Grog Pool. Heal percent of max HP per second while standing in tar. I don't think you should drink that stuff. Inferno, sure. Nice, okay. There's some sea mines that get triggered by parrots for some reason. Video games don't always have to make sense. And by that I mean they don't have to make sense ever, necessarily. But occasionally, it's a nice treat. I accidentally re-rolled. That was a mistake. Spread of fire, sure. Alright, it's going a little bit better this time around. And you can poison ships, apparently. It is kind of a theming nightmare, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of like what they did in Hades, where they wanted a damage over time effect like poison, but since everyone that you fight is either, like most things that you fight are already dead, they had to give them something that like could realistically take down someone who is unaffected by poison, so they made them just get drunk. Okay, ghost damage. Sure, slap it on here. Whoa. Oh, goodness. The meteor is really funny. I like it a lot. Okay, plus 50 move speed. Is this temporary? Yes, okay. Alright. Piranha Storm. Doubles the damage it deals. That's pretty good. Gain increased attack speed for each enemy afflicted by your curse. I don't afflict anyone with anything. Piranha Storm. Do I need to pick up more stone? I should. Okay. No, hang on. I want more stone, actually, not wood. No, leave me alone. Okay, can I upgrade it? I can, okay. Interesting, interesting. Another one? Sure, put it on the cannon. What is happening here? A rarity crew. Weird phrase, I suppose. This is not a lot stronger, to be honest. Piranha Storm just keeps getting stronger and stronger like crazy. Well, alright, let's see. Let's get some more health, sure. Yeah, I don't know what this does, but I'm going to do it. Deep Echoes. Whenever you apply a debuff, you may summon a tentacle. Gain armor. Whenever you lose 100 armor, apply curse to nearby enemies. For how long and how often do I gain armor? How does that work? Whenever you apply a debuff. Sure. I'm gonna start applying debuffs soon enough. I poison people. That's a good start. That is a neat trick. Oh no. Oh no. What was this difficulty spike out of nowhere? What the hell? How was I supposed to survive that? Oh my god, stop it. That is just too bright. Too bright. You know, there's this thing where I've seen the movie Bright. You know, there's like, it's kind of like Buddy Cop, but it's like, what if fantasy races existed in the modern day? And also, what if it was a really unfortunate metaphor that implied that all black people were once sworn to the Dark Lord? I kind of liked it. I kind of liked that movie, and I'm kind of afraid to watch it again to find out that, like, just how bad it was. But when I watched it, I was like, okay, I hear this is terrible. And then I watched it, I was like, no, this is alright. Like, maybe not the most elegantly put, but I feel like their heart was in the right place, you know? Yeah, more cannon power, fuck yeah. And the bone meringue on full power. Haze are cool. What would it even take for a fish to go mad? Because, like, dolphins and whales can absolutely go mad because they're really smart. But... I can't summon anything. I don't know why you keep... No, not summon. I can't curse anything. I don't know why you keep telling me to curse stuff. I was like, man... What even is a mad fish? Radiance, sure. Ah, I found the garlic. Got it. That is really good early game, I assume? Alright, get some of this stuff here. Extends the duration of your abilities. It is pretty good. Sure, eternity. I have, like, no concepts of what is even good in this game, to be honest. Absolutely none. Like, 200 damage, 100 damage is enough to kill a parrot. I don't know if I should, like, base my entire strategy around that. But who knows? Oh my god, speaking of strategy, have you seen this? Have you heard about this? In the continued descent into madness of, like, the planet as a whole, Trump said that, like, the Iranians killed by the roadside, I'm doing it again, roadside bombs, were killed and they died and now they're walking around without arms and legs. And it's like, there's such a thing as, like, misspeaking every now and again, or accidentally posting Kofefi. It can happen. I have accidentally sent incomplete work emails and then immediately had to apologize and consider seppuku. But just with such confidence, talk about how there's these dead legless people walking around now is insane. Like, how do you not see this and go, okay, maybe he shouldn't be in charge of anything. Maybe he should be retired, either legally or differently. That was a joke. He should just retire. I don't think he deserves to retire, but I also don't think anyone has the right to do anything else about it. You know what I mean? It's just, we cannot be as bad as they are. And this is the kind of commentary you get in a game where you fire cannons at parrots, even though parrots are supposed to be your friends. Maybe your parrot is, like, really jealous. And you're like, no, I swear, I'm never gonna touch another parrot again. But all the other parrots in the surroundings are like, damn, there's a pirate over there. I want some crack, yo. Oh god, what is happening over here? Because that's what parrots always say, right? I stole the joke from a German comic artist. He's really funny. Ironically naming his entire series Nicht lustig, not funny. But he is incorrect. He is, in fact, very funny. Sure, whatever. Increased damage from your poison effect. I don't know if I even used poison. I don't remember what I even have. Wrong pool. I'm gonna go with Radiance again. Okay, this run is going a little bit better than the previous ones. Especially because so far they're only sending parrots my way, which is fine. Oh, is it just a free level up, I think? Not free, but instant. So it's a massive tentacle. This is level 2. Oh no, it makes something more rare, I believe, is what's happening here. Interesting. Sure. More health. Yeah, I need to heal a little bit here. Okay, okay. Whoop. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I think it's like really messed up. Now that we're like just kind of chilling and there isn't really much feedback I can give to this game other than I would have liked to get some information up front. That would have been nice. I can just like talk about random shit. But unfortunately, oh no, that's the thought I had. Because there's a lot of the time you see like people posting, "Oh, don't worry, karma has a way of like setting things right," and it's like, dude, there are some people who cannot be made to suffer enough to karmically make up for the things they have done. There's just nothing you can do. There just isn't enough life in them to punish them sufficiently. Karma is not real. At some point, karma just is not real anymore. Okay. Whoa. Alright. So I've been doing this thing where I had like this idea for like a series of short stories because I can only write short stories and poems. I cannot write anything longer than that. Of just like a knight and their squire. I have not decided on their genders yet. Just like traveling around in the night teaching them like incredibly hyper-specific lessons through the lens of fantasy. And kind of like the point of the story would be that like by the end, and I'm just gonna spoil it because I'm probably never gonna write it, and if I am, nobody's gonna see this video. There's no chance in hell that both things happen. The whole thing is that like by the end, the squire understands these lessons better than their knight does, you know? And it is one of those corruptions of those lessons that like the knight will insist upon. The whole idea of just because somebody can never be sufficiently punished for what they have done does not mean you shouldn't try. And I find like thoughts like this kind of interesting. And I'm sure it's been done before, but I don't really care because I haven't read it. Because no, I can't read. I should stop making that joke. I'm fine. I shouldn't keep putting myself down. That's another thing. Just going from topic to topic. Another thing. People really don't seem to like Apollo Justice. Like from Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice, or the other way around. And I was like fully prepared because I'm playing through all the games right now. I was like fully prepared to be like, okay, this guy's gonna suck, isn't he? He's gonna be like Raiden, except not, except it's not the point. However, what the fuck is happening? I just want to use the Hellbrand. Okay, fine, I'm not gonna use it. Alright. And the reason this channel is called Bennett is Fine now, because it hasn't always been called that, is as an affirmation. Because I went through a rough couple of years, and I just had to keep telling myself, no, fake it till you make it, you're fine. You're not amazing, you're not perfect, but you're fine. You know? And that's a good starting point. And then I realized, wait a minute, fine means a lot of things, and then I found that funny. Like, fine has so many meanings. So I was like, yep, okay, Bennett is fine. Good name, good affirmation to myself, I am fine. And then I started playing Apollo Justice, and his affirmation at the start of many trials, at least the first couple trials that I've played, I say many, I've only played 2 so far, is the defense is fine. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine. Like, damn, dude. Am I gonna love this guy? Is he gonna be my favorite? He might be. Who knows? Darkbone! Hey, how you doing? Was that your name before you died? Yeah, dash, da 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 da. Sure. That's one of those nominal determinism things, you know? I always found it weird that, like, oh wait, your name is Ignatz and you're the fire gym leader or whatever? Really? Was your name always that, or did you just decide to become the fire guy afterwards? Siegfried, which is Lance, a champion. Is he champion? I guess he is. He was at some point. Lance from the Pokemon games. It's called Siegfried in the German version, and he's like obviously from the German myth of Siegfried, the Dragon Slayer, and he did a bunch of other stuff. He's like basically German Hercules, I suppose. I was like, are you sure that you want to like be friends with dragons? It's not really a thing, is it? Like your whole deal is that you bathed in dragon's blood. Okay, what do you have to say for yourself? Why do you... Haha, sank again. You like that rum. The more you sink, the stronger you smell. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? I'm arguing with the fish here. He'll come back and it goes blub blub, I won. Here's a story for you. I wasn't even looking for this place. I was just drifting at sea on a ship. But a ship wasn't any ordinary vessel. So much gold. Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. Oh, I forgot. I don't have it anymore. I think you, Asriel, went after that gold. Once we find him, we'll really get rich. Richer than anyone. Once we sail out of the Cabirian, we'll be rich. Okay, I'm sorry. That was weird. What do you mean shop? I cannot use this. Okay, hang on. Can I use the mouse here? I cannot. I don't know what to do here. There's a shop here. And I can I use it? I'm still watching the DuckTales reboot, and I love can I. I love so many different aspects of so many different variants of English that I kind of just wish I could just take all of them and slap them into like my own idiolect. Oh, that was weird. Just a Scottish Kenny, and I suppose I can speak so well. I suppose other things that I can't think of right now. Fade into shadow. It was really funny. Back in high school, there were two people in my year/class that were a little better at English than everyone else. One of them was myself, and another one was a girl who went to Scotland for a while, like did the students exchange, and then I think she like met a guy there, and then like kept visiting him over and over again. So, so she had a really, really thick Scottish accent, and she could not turn it off under any conditions, because he just spent so much time talking to Scottish people. And that's just really funny, because we were like doing history class, or maybe it was geography, I don't remember, it was the same teacher. And we were talking about like the colonization of the Americas. And they kept being terms like trapper and railroad that were just like used in English, because obviously trapper is like a distinct thing to like American history. And the railroads, there was like a company that was like something railroads, and she had to read out a portion of the textbook that had like a bunch of these words in a row, and they're like, and I cannot do a Scottish accent, so I'm going to butcher this. But it was like, speaking German, trappers, railroads. And the teacher was incredibly confused because he did not know Like, he had never heard her speak English before, I don't think. It was really, really funny. Because she then tried. She, like, tried to pronounce it American. It just did not work. It was great. It was really, really funny. Whoop. 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 That's like one of those things you can always tell between, like, the difference between people who learn a language for school and people who learn a language for life. You know what I mean? Like, there are plenty of people who speak languages well enough, but as soon as there's like some idiomatic expression or something that is not standard grammar, like their entire world build, I'm inventing that word, their entire Weltbild. Zeitgeist is a word that made it into English, but Weltbild isn't? Is it? So their entire conception of how the world works just falls apart completely. Because, no, you cannot use if and would in the same phrase. That is grammatically incorrect. It's like, dude, they do it all the time. It doesn't matter if it's technically grammatically incorrect. People do it all the time. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. And that's like the thing, like, there's a lot of like basic knowledge you get from school that is really important. Like, I think like basic physics, basic math, and by basic I mean like high school levels, are incredibly important. Just so you cannot as easily be bamboozled by assholes. But like, by far, to me, the most interesting thing have been languages. Summon an eye that may apply curse on a random debuff, sure. Because I had like this incredible luck, if you will, to have gone to a school where I could first, obviously, English since 3rd grade elementary school. And high school starts at 5th grade in Germany. And depending on how well you do in elementary school, you get assigned to one of 3 different paths through school. And I luckily did well enough that I was able to... Okay, I did well enough to be allowed to take the entrance exam for the gymnasium, which is like for the smart people, or like the academically inclined people. But normally you don't have to take that entrance exam, just if you're right there on the cusp of managing to pull it off. And what's great about that was, first of all, most people there were also big nerds, because I did not have many friends in elementary school because they were not very smart and I intimidated them. Is what my parents kept telling me, so I still laugh about that. I don't know how much that helped. I don't think I was an arrogant asshole. At least not as much as I am today. But it probably didn't help. Anyway, and there I was like, oh, I want to do Latin. Because I liked Asterix comics, and they spoke Latin all the time in that. Like, there were a lot of, hey, sic transit gloria mundi type shit. It's good. It's good stuff. And it helps you learn a bunch of other languages, Romance languages, way more easily. And then I took up French on top of Latin after that, because you can choose between going down the linguistic path and the sciences path. So I was like, okay, either French or I take chemistry early. I start chemistry early. Didn't want to do that, and good thing I didn't, because I probably would not have made it through high school if I had had to do chemistry at a higher level than what I managed to reach, because I don't get it. And then, after French, I ditched Latin to start Spanish. And that was, like, extremely my shit. This is a really weird interface, but I have to just press the A button and... Yeah. And Spanish was like super my shit. Like I was actually able to pronounce it properly because I have a terrible accent when I speak French. It is horrible. It was really funny when I met like some French people and they were like, "Oh yeah, you know French?" Like, yeah, I mean a little bit. And I tried to speak in French with them and they were like, "Wow, your accent is awful." They said like as a joke, we were friends. It was fine. But it didn't mean it because it's just a very different language from German in terms of pronunciation. All right, your attacks may leave tar, sure. And but Spanish was super my shit. And like when I talked to people from outside of Germany, they were like, "How the fuck did you have time to learn English, French, Spanish, and also Latin?" I'm like, at school? I just went to school, like high school. Wait, you guys don't do that? I had a Barbie moment of what, like it's hard or whatever. No, that's not. Is that Barbie? Or is Barbie just the? Wait, you didn't. Okay. Sure, let's throw out more tar. And, like, I was awful in school. Absolutely terrible. Because extreme neurodivergence and severe depression both unite to make me the most unfit for academia as any person can be. Whoa. I just, like, I hated it. It was torturous. Every second I had to sit there and pretend to listen was like 20 years of time. Okay. So this is the video where I talk about everything I've ever done in my entire life. I developed a theory back in high school where I had a teacher, and she was really nice. She was really nice. However, her classes were really boring, and it was like, I think the closest equivalent to that for English speakers is civics, but I don't know what all of your classes are called. It was like politics and how the country works, stuff like that. And I developed a theory that if you're bored, time becomes longer. However, she is sufficiently boring that time not only becomes longer, but wider and taller as well. So every second is like a drop of water filling a box. And then, like 8 years later, I found out about the time cube guy. I was like, holy shit, I am in great company, aren't I? Whoop. More tar, sure. Where did the music go? Is there like a boss coming, or what does that like full wheel mean at the top? Oh goodness. No. Leave me alone. More movement speed. I need to get out of here. I also don't know. Oh my god, what the fuck? What was I supposed to do here? I mean, I guess I was supposed to not go there. There's a map, but... Oh, fuck, no! There's more than one round to this, isn't there? Do I have to beat multiple rounds to make progress? Like, multiple maps in a row? Does it reset every time? Let's see if there's anything new happening around here. Wait, what is X? I can't do it. I'm just now noticing these buttons at the bottom. Okay, I cannot use the shop. I cannot use it. I'm pressing every conceivable button. Maybe if I move like this? Okay, hang on. I'm checking the controls. Okay, this does not help me. Maybe if I go into the controls like so? Okay, hang on. I'm level 1. I'm clearly doing something wrong. I'm gonna quit the game. Oh, this quits the game entirely. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I was surprised by that. Funky Parrot. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in there with the mouse. And maybe I'll be able to interact with the shop. Because there's no way I'm supposed to be able to beat this without any upgrades. Okay. Shop. What is the shop key? F? Oh, I can buy things! I can buy things! I've been doing it wrong all along. Sure. Why can't I buy these? Why is this so slow? I have so much gold. I don't know. Oh no, this is a lock. Okay, I could not tell that this was a lock. Here's some feedback for you developers. I could not tell that was a lock. How do I adjust my ship? LB? RB? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Except we're not. How does anything work? Any help would be very welcome, video game. Like, how do I do anything here? And it's really annoying that I cannot use the mouse anymore as soon as I use the controller at all. What is this? Work in progress? Wonderful. And also I cannot dash? No, now I can. I would love to adjust my ship. I would love to customize it, but I don't know how. Didn't I just buy stuff? Or was this just like permanent upgrades in general? Sure, let's go here. This is really... This game has too much stuff going on to just throw people in without any explanation. That is a constructive criticism. Because I do enjoy the game. I am still playing it, after all. Okay. Oh, wait. Cursed? Who are you? Radiance. Sure, Radiance. Okay, Darkbone. I don't think pirates should be using semicolons. I just don't. Wait, what? Why is he giving me fire upgrades? What's going on? I thought for sure it was like dependent on highs are cool. Madness is the only true freedom. So true, bestie. Sure, I have the Abyss. That's a pretty cool power. I like this one a lot. It is a very neat, very nice. Thank you. I gotta get some wood over here. Let's break this one open for a Hellbrand. Okay. And Inferno, sure. Where's the wood I was gonna pick up? There it is. I don't remember what I was talking about before this, but it probably was completely unrelated to anything I've ever talked about before in my entire life. I like the big beastie swimming around below the surface. It's very flavorful. Let's see. Let's go for attack speed, even though 2% doesn't sound like a lot. Oh, Hex. Curse enemies on impact. Alright. Sure. It's ignite and curse everyone. Sweet. Better eye? Sure, spawn curse areas, why not? More experience. 30% more XP is actually pretty big. And more attack speed. I'm not fucking around this time. This time I'm gonna beat a run. Maybe. And I'm gonna lock the fuck in and not talk about random stuff. Probably. I don't know why I would promise that. But I guess I didn't say I promise, so it's all good, man. You know, it's really bad. Like, I talked in another video about how I played through Metal Gear Solid specifically because I really like What Was That Noise? It's just a little clip that makes me really happy. It's just really fun to say and to listen to. But I keep saying it's all good, man. I've never seen Better Call Saul. I couldn't even remember what it was called until just now. Sure. I would love to heal a little bit. There is a mini-map. There's a heart on the mini-map. Let's go. The heart is for this siren type thing. Let's make Upsurge legendary. Sure, that sounds like fun. Is that another siren down there? God damn it. No, wait, this is a heal. This is a heal. This is a heal. I need the heal. I need the heal. Ah, God, let me go. You bastards. Oh, X is the super burst of damage. That's what I've been missing this entire time. Gain increased attack speed for each enemy afflicted by curse. Sure, that sounds cool. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! There's always this one wave that just completely fucks me up. And like getting more health doesn't replenish any health, which is really annoying. And I haven't found any reliable way to heal myself either. Spectral? Oh my god. Will you just let me, game? That's another thing. I can't tell when the game is working as intended. There's no feedback. There's no like, banana, you're doing it wrong, dumbass. There's a fruit flavor. Okay, now it's working. There's no feedback on why whatever you just inputted was just rejected. Like, I can't tell if the selection was successful or not. That's another actual piece of feedback. I should I am now debating adding timestamps to this video's description with moments where I actually have feedback and I don't just talk about random stuff. But that would hurt my watch time. Let's go for napalm. Fire infusion. Okay. Oh my god, will you just... Maybe, like, after you select it, it should snap over so you can, like, slap it onto something right away instead of it just kind of awkwardly waiting for you to do something. Because if it's not marked, I can't tell if it worked. You know what I mean? Goodness, there's a lot of guys who wanna kill me today. And to think I play video games to get away from reality. Oh, not you again. More movement speed, sure. Come on, I want to know what this does. Dr. Rumgrin. Okay, every pirate needs a doctor. I prefer being a merry one. What? What did that do? Did I unlock this guy now? Can I get his upgrades now? That would be great. I could use something that like heals me. And if he's a doctor, then he can probably fix my ship because this is a video game. Whew. Alright. More experience. Wow. Zarkul, help me, man. Okay, gain armor. Sure, I'm gonna gain some armor and get out of here. What happened? What happened? I was so sure I would like actually like do well this time. Granted, I'm not sure why I thought I was gonna do well, but all right. I just don't know. I don't know how this game works, and a lot of the time it appears to not work at all. What do you have to say for yourself? I see you're starting to get used to death, Captain. Just don't let yourself enjoy it or you'll end up like me. Okay? Okay. Wow, that was incredibly unhelpful. No wonder they chained you up. I would have done the same. Das Boot? Yeah. I should probably, like, watch that movie? At some point, I've never seen it. I don't even know if it's even a German movie. Let's see. Enemy drop gold plus 50%, can't attack on take damage. That is awful. I'm gonna go with this one because it's only plus like 3% damage from flying enemies. And that's specific enough that I'm not too worried about it. Alright. X is for a burst of attacks, which is really nice. All of these characters are like, their designs are totally fine. Like, this guy looks pretty cool, but their dialogue is very generic. It's like, ooh, death is the beginning. I have never heard that one before. The tower holds secrets, but my cannons speak the truth. I don't even know what tower you're talking about, okay? Just gonna come out and say it. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, kill some dudes. By dudes, I mean parrots. Parrots are dudes too. I'm sure many a pirate has considered their parrot one of the boys. Okay. Sure. Let's see, Blight. Why not? Yeah, this interface needs work. Like, even just a little frame around the crew member? I don't even know what these upgrades are supposed to be. Would really help. Okay, summon ghosts. Hellbrand, sure. Can't afford that. More experience! Alright, it is quite a silly game, but it is fun. It is a fun game. I will give them that. Okay, percentage. Wait, that was 0.1% for poison? That's nothing. Why did I pick that, if that's really how weak it is? Pick up some stuff. Okay, no, the level is the thing that you get during the run. Okay, that explains some of it. These all look very similar, but I think this is the one. And by very similar, I mean that there's another upgrade that's also green and the icon is small enough that you could confuse the two. And I wasn't sure whether I already had one of these. Yeah, madness is the only true freedom. Again, very unoriginal. I have heard this line a million times before. From my therapist. Bomb. Okay. Do I go for eternity? Your abilities, but poison doesn't really fall under that, does it? I'm actually gonna re-roll. I can't. Okay. I don't know how I did it before. Maybe B is reroll actually on the controller. The UI is not particularly helpful in telling you whether or not you're talking about a key on your keyboard or a button on your controller. Let's make the ghosts better? Sure. Okay, no, fuck you, leave me alone. Let's see. Upsurge, sure. Oh my god! Will you just kill this guy? Alright, I need to heal. I need to heal. Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna die again because of this stupid boat not targeting this stupid asshole. Sure, each active summon, I do have those. No! Okay, 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 let's see. Let's see, how do I feel about this game? Now that I've played it for an hour, that's not terrible, and this isn't even a key mailer game where I have an incentive to play it for an hour, I just wanted to. What the fuck was that noise? Do they have anything to say? No. Alright. Feedback point number 1. The UI is awful. I don't know how to do this. I don't know. Like, I figured out the shop, but why can't I do it with a controller? At least I don't think I can. The quests here, you unlock stuff, I suppose? Is there more? Can you scroll down? I can't tell. Weird. Are these things that I unlock, for example, Das Boot? Is that like a ship I could play as? If so, how do I do that? These upgrade icons on the left side of the screen, are they things that I could improve right now? I have no idea. If I'm assigning these little modifiers to my weapons, why aren't they like highlighted in any way to let me know that I successfully selected them so I can like go over and figure it out? That was really confusing. Other than that, I cannot tell if this game is too hard because I cannot figure out how to upgrade my ship, which is a different problem. However, it is very satisfying to steer your little ship around. It's very fun and arcadey. That's very nice. Enemy ships look a lot like the knights, like the mounted knights in Lords of the Realm 2, where for my entire life I thought they looked like guys in cars. It was just really weird the way they were animated and the way the sprite looked and the way they turned. That was strange. I get not wanting to put the same level of detail into enemies as you would into the main ship though, so whatever. This playtest needs any kind of explanation on how anything works. I think I figured out most of it, but I cannot tell how much of the game I have figured out, and that is a problem. However, I think Curse of Pirates is a fun survivor-like, and I like the pacing quite a bit. I like the theming a lot. I wish that the pirates that give you your power-ups had more personality. I think whatever her name is, Fire Lady, has a great set of personalities. No, that's a joke. Has a little more personality. Like the way she's kicking her feet like that. She's like mischievous. I like it. I like it. That part is fine. But the other characters like Darkbone and Merkul. Was he called Merkul or was he the one from Baldur's Gate? I don't remember. Pretty lame. They look good. The pixel art is fantastic, actually. I really like it. But they might as well just say, haha, I am Cthulhu. I am here to drive you insane. No, that's a... I'm Cthulhu, the mad god. I'm here to god you mad. That's the level of writing we're dealing here with. So give them a little bit more personality. I think there's like something going on with Darkbone when you talk to him while he's like strung up on this skull thing. So that's a good start. There was also this guy with the guitar that I only saw for like a split second because I did not expect he would show up. And I have no idea what his deal is. Don't know, I just feel like his art was stolen from the College of Glamour Bard in Dungeons and Dragons. Can I move over here and hang on. This is important. No, I don't want to. God damn it! What? Glamour D&D 5e. I just struggled finding the number E on my keyboard. Can I make this? He looked like this, which is kind of. I mean, this art is absolute fire. It's fantastic. But it was a little weird. Oh, god damn it. Now it's over here. No, this is this. Hang on. Here we go. I'm not editing any of this. I'm sure hope there was no compromising information anywhere. Yeah, so there's potential for this guy, I suppose. Make the characters a little bit more out there. Add like 2 more personality quirks to their dialogue, and I think you're set. If you're not going for like a deep, like Hades style story where like characters are actually like doing things, but it's just there to like give you powers and like for you to have a favorite one, make them a little bit weirder, a little bit more out there, or like just twist the stereotypes a little bit. That could be fun. With all of that being said, let's put up OP. For fuck's sake, will you stop doing that, video game? All right. Okay, now we're back. With all of that being said, this game has a ton of potential. I wish the developers at Funky Parrot all the best. Keep it up. I think you can make something really, really fun out of this. It was a good idea to do a playtest, and I hope this video wasn't a complete waste of time, despite the fact that I am not putting timestamps anywhere. Yeah. With all of that being said, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to do something kind for yourself, a loved one, and a stranger in any order you choose. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.